heart and bubbly smile, lifting up the load. Sweet and helpful, got that cheer. Every friend all year, witty spark and endless laughs, always bringing near. Every soulless soul, sailing wide, oceans calling true. Travel far to score, travel far, discover more, seas that sparkle blue. Cruising waves, the breeze in hair, trail without a map. Mom and family side by side, take another lap. Oh, my land, take us home where the wild winds blow. From Canada to distant shores, with love we'll always go. Oh, my land, light the night, guide us with your flame. With your spirit, we are free, never be the same. Family ties that never break, love that leads the way. In your arms we find the strength, rocking every day. Smiles that shine on rainy days, through the fog and mist. In your warmth, our hearts are held. Feel that gentle kiss. Oh, like a land, take us home where the wild winds blow. From Canada to distant shores, with love we'll always go. Oh, like a land, light the night, guide us with your flame. With your spirit, we are free, never be the same. Mountains high and valleys low, through it all you stand. Anchor strong in stormy seas, steady as the land. Memory of every trip, laughter on the breeze. With you, life's an endless ride, always here to please.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Oh, just close something here. There we go. Oh, jeez, noisy out there. So I was come up with an idea for this week. It happened to be out of a conversation with my aunt and I, but I'll get into that in a minute. I'll bring up my friend from the basement. Let her wipe her face off first.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Yeah,
It's a wonderful day.
it is. Oh, it's a little cool up here in Canada. We got a
A
little
little
rain.
cool in Georgia, too.
Got a little rain yesterday, and today is decided to be. Well, let's see. It says 13 Celsius on my computer. Nope. Can't do my conversion if I can't see my. I could do the lazy conversion, do double that and add that, but it's easier to go. Boop. Nope. 13. 55.
That is cold.
When you've gone from being like up the 70s, 80s, and then you get a misty, rainy day yesterday, and then all of a sudden last night it was like, dang, it's chilly. But oh well. At least it's still in the double digits, so I'll give it that much. If it goes down to the single digits, I won't be too happy. But it is.
Yep, we're 69.
Yeah, this says they're getting a cold front. I'm not ready for it. I was getting spoiled by that warm weather we had. But it is fall. And we are getting, well, we're part way through into October, but we'll see. We'll see if we get another little warm spell or whether it's going to stay cold. Because I don't think I'm ready for cold. So I got to see if I can find the other thing I wanted to bring up. Let's see. I don't think I opened the other thing up that I need opened up. All right. So a few days ago, my aunt and I are chatting. High of 80s. My aunt and I were chatting, and she got a phone call. Like, she's in her 70s, just retired in May, and I became kind of semi-retired in January 2020 when my boss retired. So we were both worked in offices, and we both kind of laughed when she got this call that they were asking her if she was going to update her WMIS training. Everybody's kind of thinking, what's WMIS training? Well, I'll bring up the little thing that can explain it. But we just kind of thought it was kind of funny because where is it? Is this it? I thought I was prepared. Apparently, I wasn't totally prepared. I stayed at my aunt's till just after 6. Her friend that she had stayed at after her surgery brought us over dinner, so I got kind of spoiled. And I was chatting, and I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, "Yeah, I gotta go." Also trying to find my thing on here so I can find my chat. Come on. All right. I don't need that. Go back to here. Share the screen so I can. All right, bring it up so you guys can see it. There we go. See it? There we go. So I decided, when I'll get to the WMIS thing, I decided to call it, "Can you spot the warning signs?" And I'm just trying to find my thing so I can follow the chat here. There we go. Because once I go over the presentation, I won't be able to see the chat. And I'm just trying to find my thing so I can follow the chat here. And we got a chat. There we go. Because once I go over the presentation. Yeah. Excuse me, you need to be quiet.
Because somebody's got a video on.
No, it's because I have brought my phone out for this. Once I go over to the presentation on this, I won't be able to see. Or the middle of eating dinner, so I'll be silent for a bit. Okay, no problem. So, that's like, can you spot the warning signs? Because what WMIS stands for. This is the training they were asking her if she done, and I got asked several times before I retired. Have you updated your WMIS? What it stands for is Workplace Hazardous Materials Information System. People are going like, what's that? What it is our national standard in Canada for communicating information about hazardous products in the workplace. And all employees are required to do regular training, and then or if you start a new job, you're supposed to do this women's training for that job. Well, we got get hassled about doing it. Like I worked in a doctor's office. Yes, we had immunizations, vaccines in the fridge. That's out of reach of any of the children coming in. We had a couple other medical things up in a cupboard out of reach of children. The only chemicals we had there were cleaning ones, and they were in the kitchen because it was an old house. They were in the kitchen area under the sink. They weren't in the bathroom. They weren't anywhere kids could see anything, touch anything. But we should do women's training. Yeah, we got a couple cleaners under there. That's not a lot of hazardous stuff. And the same with the office my aunt was working in. What hazardous materials in there? A couple cleaning solutions. But whatever. Neither one of us kind of repeated our women's training. Just kind of ignored it. But I had done it several times over several different jobs. So now, the funny thing when my aunt and I were talking about it, I got up and looked at what may be considered hazardous chemicals in her laundry room. That's where most of the stuff is. All these cleaning supplies and solutions that she had. And out of all the stuff she had, one of them had symbols on it. Everything else in the instructions might have, could contain this or could cause this or whatever. And I'm looking at it going, they came up with these symbols to kind of be a general thing so, everybody could understand what was hazardous about this material. But now everything's got it written on there and that she had, except for one thing. And I'm thinking, what if a person can't read? Pictures or symbols there are easy to understand. They're pretty straightforward. If you can't read in the back of it says, poison, how do they know what's? So I just kind of winged it yesterday, and I made up I put a bunch of symbols up, and I was just going to see how many people could recognize.
I know that one.
Not many in the chat, so.
That one's poison.
That one is poison or toxic. And the explanation through the workplace hazard, well, I'll say just WHMIS, but that's the workplace hazardous material thing. Could be fatal if swallowed or inhaled.
Yeah, it could be.
But, having these kind of symbols on things is a little more straightforward than, yes, you can write it in the stuff in the back, and it's usually the small print at the bottom of the label on the back. But I don't know why all these things disappeared off the front of the. So this is another one that's pretty straightforward. Though they've added another one to this, which
I know that one too.
And what would that be?
That's flammable. Fire.
That's flammable. It catches fire easy. Now, I've seen another one they've added that has like a letter O in the bottom. There's one very similar to that has an O in the bottom, which is an oxidizer, as Chris says. Hello, Linda. Hello, Kevin. How are you doing? Hey, Mobang. So this one is a new one to me.
That's on some kind of chemical bottle?
This one was new to me, so I had to look it up.
North, south, east, and west.
It looks like it's got a
A compass.
compass thing on there.
Skin irritation.
Now, this one's a little bit more than that. This is a serious health hazard. This was what's new to me. I don't know if this is just a Canada thing or not, but and there's different variations I've seen of some of this. Could cause breathing difficulties, skin toxicity, organ toxicity, could cause cell mutation, possible carcinogen, and it can be have the effect with just one exposure. Like, okay, that one's kind of scary. This one's pretty, yeah, right. That's bad for the lungs. Mobang. You're right.
That's explosives. Could explode if not handled right.
Yeah, it's explosive.
Let me see who that is. Sorry.
Bad for the lungs. Yeah, very bad for the lungs. I had kaboom. I was working at a call center down the river, and there's between me and where the call center I work for, we have several chemical plants. If you Google Chemical Valley, quite often stuff about Sarnia comes up. And closest to where the call center was Shell. And you guys probably seen Shell, maybe seen Shell gas stations around. And they had a hydrogen sulfide leak. And since we had a very high quality air system on the building we were in, it sucked the hydrogen sulfide gas right into our building. That was not a pretty. I worked upstairs. It sucked worse into the basement, and I was like, there were several people went to hospital. This one.
No, it's a chemical burn.
Causes burns, corrosive. Yep. The corrosive to skin, the hand there, or the other one's supposed to be metal, but it's kind of blurry. This one was a new one too, to me.
Oh, if a fish can die from it, what is it?
Right? There's also different things by the shape of the signs too. If it has like a stop sign shape around it, it's a danger. This one with the diamond shape is a warning, and then if they have like a triangle sign around, it's caution.
Right.
The fish smelled Chris's fart and is now passed out. Toxic fluid, environmental hazard. It is, in fact, environmental hazard. May cause damage to the aquatic environment. I hadn't seen that one before. Warning, flipping fish. This was kind of weird.
Exclamation point?
Yeah. That doesn't tell me a heck of a lot. It's like, oh, exclamation point. Wow. Why is the warning of an exclamation point? Danger, I think it says, what the, pay attention. Yeah, that was.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Real danger, Will Robinson.
I've never seen that one.
Whatever it is more of a moderate health hazard. This one is more of a skin or respiratory irritant. I was like, okay. Yep. An exclamation point is going to tell me all that. So that one's kind of a weird one.
Oh, that's I had to know that one from the grocery store. I know that one. Let's see if anyone else does.
See these a lot in doctor's offices or hospitals.
This hazardous chemicals. You see it on, like you said, on a lot of things that are going out of the doctor's office, it will have that on there, whether it's really for that or something else.
Liz says biohazard.
Biohazard.
Infectious materials that can cause or a probable cause of infection or disease in humans or animals such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. So that's why a lot of things are disposed of in a biohazard bag or container. And we don't want any of that getting out. We've seen what happens with bacteria and viruses get out. Yeah, I found one with a different shape. There we go.
I've seen that one, but I've seen it on a road sign.
I have some road signs coming up in here too. And this little zigzag doesn't mean Harry Potter either.
Caution. Caution ahead. I don't know. Electrical hazard. Okay. I get it.
Electrical shock hazard. And I've seen some different ones for that one too. But I used this one.
That looks like somebody falling down, but I can't think of what you.
I did this one, and then I thought of seen another one. I should have done the other one because there are some jokes that surround the other one. The one I seen after this one was the caution wet floor.
Yeah.
Shows a person slipping and then all these little wiggly things, and there's jokes around that one about caution snakes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Liz says trip hazard. Tim says trip hazard. It is a trip hazard. You think the person would see that block or whatever it is laying there? It's that big. Now we'll get into the road signs.
That's road signs.
People are driving around. They should know some of the road signs.
I've not seen that one unless you're in the mountains. That might be something to do with the mountains. Speed bump. Okay. That's what they're saying.
Speed bumps, bump ahead. It has to do with bumps. Bumpy road.
Bumpy road. I know that one.
I've seen these in a few areas. Not around here because we don't have a lot of hills or mountains or stuff.
No, it's watch for falling rocks.
I've seen more of these when I was out traveling in Alberta near the mountains, or there is a town, it's a city near Niagara Falls called Hamilton. And it's kind of up on part of the city is up on they call it Hamilton Mountain, but it's like a large cliff area. I don't know how high it is up. And then, but the road goes down around it. And you see a lot of these signs because.
Oh, Cookie Monster. Yeah, with a triangle cookie.
Yeah, that could be a cookie there. The falling rocks, yep.
All right. Oh, the going from going from pavement to gravel to unpaved. That's all, Kennedy.
Come on. So basically, the pavement is ending. And you're going on to, hate when the pavement ends and you go on to gravel roads. There's a lot of those around here.
You know, back in our days, we used to love to go down an old dirt road. You don't see a lot of those unless you're living out way out in the countries.
Now get off the main roads out in the township here. There's a lot of unpaved roads. Which is annoying if they're dry and dusty. It's also annoying if they're muddy.
Yeah, that one.
If they're muddy, you could have this problem.
That one's uneven pavement. The road ain't even. I still have a fly in the house. I can't get it.
I think we got rid of ours here. There was a couple at my aunt's that driving me crazy.
Yeah, she did.
It's slippery when wet. You got it, Liz.
Oh, that's slippery when wet. Is that the school crossing one?
Let's see what the other thing.
Pedestrian crossing. Yeah. School crossing.
Around here, the school crossing, but it could be like it is people walking across. I haven't seen kids carrying look almost like briefcases. But school children are pedestrians as well. I don't bring my purse to school, me either, or a briefcase. You should update it to having, backpacks on or something.
Is that railroad crossing? A little bit different than what I see, but that looks like a railroad crossing.
It is a railroad crossing. And apparently, from what I was educated and I was looking up, depending on the way it crosses the road, like if it crosses at an angle, to put it like that, if it crosses the road perpendicular to the road, they'll have it going straight across. But
get in, Kenny.
it's this season, I guess.
Deer crossing the road. Animal crossing, deer crossing. Antelope crossing.
I was looking up these ones.
Reindeer crossing.
And I did see this when I was out west, that somebody had gone along and put red stickers on the noses. So look like Rudolph crossing.
Yeah.
Also, like out west, there was also elk crossing ones. I've seen some up north that are moose crossing. But yeah, Bambi ahead. I think the last few I have are fun ones.
Dead rising.
Right? It's like a zombie's hand coming up. I thought that one was funny. It's October. I was seeing these ones. I thought they were funny. Apocalypse now. Danger, wild magic. The witch on the broom.
Okay. I left my broom at my mom's house. Sorry.
Oh, you left mine parked outside. It's probably wet. Troll toll ahead. This looks more like a bug than it looks like a troll to me. It looks like a bug with a wing or something on there. I won't repeat that, Liz. Shrek crossing. Yeah, kind of. I just thought with the back there.
When he's
Looked
humped over. Yeah, when he's humped over. Yeah.
like funny looking troll. Okay, the last one, Liz, is for Chris. Ready?
Okay. They need that one when you go past the cow place and you smell all the poop.
Chris farting head. Yeah. I thought that was funny. I just thought there were some funny ones in at the end there. But yeah, like I didn't. I should have looked up some stuff around here. I don't know what. I don't think I have anything around me with hazardous things on it. But at my aunt's, there was one thing, and it was some kind of treatment for shoes or something, and it had like 3 symbols across the front. The bleach didn't have any symbol on it. None of the cleaning supplies had any symbols on it. Hey, Linda, thanks for stopping by. And I was like, what if you get a person that doesn't read well or can't see the little fine print on the back and you say, caution may cause irritation to eyes or whatever, or caution.
Like on the back of the soda can, there's one, and it's recyclable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we kind of know that symbol. Like, you keep putting symbols on stuff, people are familiar with them, and, okay, don't throw this in the fire because that could explode. Don't drink this. We had to do commercials and things to tell kids not to eat Tide Pods. Well, if you have poison right on the outside of the container, because I'm sure the kids didn't read the labels.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny when my aunt got the call last week, and she's been retired since May. And her boss sold the business, and that became official the 1st of October, so he no longer has the business. So she doesn't need.
Yeah, she don't need it because she can't go back and help him out part time. So
nope, she done. No, it was in the doctor's office. Like, we had the vaccines in the thing. That fridge had a latch on it, so the kids couldn't even grab it if they got back behind there. The latch on, because it's like 2 cupboard doors underneath the sink. There's a latch on there, and the other was up high, and I don't. What was in that cupboard up? Maybe it was first aid cream. There was xylocaine, which is used as a numbing agent, like if somebody come in and needed stitches or something like that.
right.
Like, but those things were up in a cupboard, and the kids didn't come back around. Or me and the other couple of ladies that worked in there we took the kids back and you put them in a waiting room. Or if they had to go to the bathroom was right there. None of the chemicals were in the bathroom. But I thought that was interesting. So, when's your next cruise? February?
February 26th. Yeah, in 26th February.
Yes.
My next trip is on the 16th. I'm going to TwitchCon.
TwitchCon, yep.
Anybody that's listening live in San Diego want to meet up? I'm via TwitchCon.
Just trying to remember that when you're going to be away there. So I have to get some information out to somebody out there
Oh,
in the near future.
okay.
65 days until your next cruise on the Venezia. Where are you about you're going on the Venezia? And where out of this? Disney just shared they're raising their ticket prices.
Yeah, they raised them as of last night, but if you watch Park Pass TV and you go to some of those places that sell Disney tickets, like the travel agency, what's 1-800-1855 getaway, up until the 20th, if you call them and go through them to get your tickets, you can still get them for the old price. That's what they've given, yeah, 855 getaway.
I'm not going to Disney. Okay, Port Canaveral, Celebration Key again, Honduras and Cozumel. You're meeting some YouTube friends in Cozumel. Nice. Oh, right. You did mention that one. So I have 51 days. So I got 50 days until I get to meet Liz and Chris. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm going to bring some stickers to my friend I'm going to meet, and he's going to give them to Michael Ann. So you can give them some to Liz and Chris to give out for prizes on the match game and the
Okay.
whatever. I thought it'd be easier doing it that way than mailing them all the way with an extra charge to Canada when someone's going to see y'all.
It's a good idea.
So I've also got these, but unless you got a badge you're going to be wearing, I'm taking these to my TwitchCon when I got more coming, but I got the rainbow color coming, and you put them on your badges at conferences, when you go to cons and things.
Very cool. I'm sure I take some extra stickers. I forgot to. I could leave. Yeah,
But this is what I've got: magnets and stickers, and I'm going to send a few magnets and mostly stickers because I want the magnets to say for when I go on cruises. I can walk around somebody's door and hang that on their door.
I like that design.
I do too. My friend made it. Well, it has a couple of changes. I put black instead of red.
It's got a few changes.
But most of it's the same. The luggage is a different color, and the Adventures with Roxanne was red, but I changed it to black.
That was what was on your door when you went on your cruise.
Yeah, I come back to my room and I'm looking for my door. I said, "Where did these extra stuff come from?"
Surprise!
Yeah.
I'd like to do that again, but I need ink for my printer.
Yeah. But I want to go somewhere around New Year's, like the 30th, 31st through New Year's. But I don't know what I want to do. I just don't want to be at home. Not that I want to go party and get drunk. I'm not that kind, but I just want to not be at home.
Well, it's either usually me and my kids, or sometimes it's just me. If it turns out to be just me, I'll probably go live.
But I want to do something different,
I don't know. It would be cool if they had something outside around here. Like, we do have our Festival of Lights or Celebration of Lights down at the waterfront. It'd be cool if they had, like, say, some fireworks or something or whatever.
Yeah, and you probably, I know you said you had a casino wasn't too far away. You could go to the casino and ring in and maybe win some money, Even if you put $20 in, usually on a casino special nights, they have drawings. I don't know about yours, but ours has drawings. If you played one time and your name got drawn, you could win some money.
I don't know if the Starlight Casino does. It might. But look into that.
Yeah, because I know ours I have two that's 2.5 hours away, both of them. But I like the one in Alabama better. But on Friday nights in Alabama, if you played any and all that day and you're there when the drawing starts and your name comes up, you get to go up there and maybe win whatever the allotment prizes are, money prizes. And then on Saturday night in Murphy, North Carolina, is when they do all theirs. And if you played it all during that day, I think it's like I don't know what time, but anyway, it's late, 7 or 8 o'clock. They do the drawing, and if your name comes out, and you go up there, and it's the one in Alabama. You put your name in, pull out a number, and whatever number you got is the prize behind there you got.
Yeah, maybe not. I'm paying $125 to go into the casino to spend more money.
$125 to go do something?
And their New Year's Eve thing at the casino last year. $125. Then plus you want to spend money at the casino? Yeah, you already got my money. You don't get any more.
No, ours is the one they had last year, and the one in Alabama. I didn't go, but the one they're talking about is they had special draw pools that night. If you played during the day, anytime that day, 5 minutes before the drawing, as long as your name got in there, the computer saw it, you might win something. It doesn't cost you anything except what you put in your machine. If you put in 20, 30, 40, or 50, doesn't matter how long you're on there, as long as your name got in a machine.
Not a very big New Year's party type person. Last time I went to a bar thing, and that's when my ex and I were still together, and I got a whole table of drinks dumped in my lap, so it didn't make for a good night. Kind of wasn't interested in being with a bunch of drunk strangers after that. So
y'all are in bed. My husband used to go to bed, be in the bed, and I'd be up watching the ball drop in New York.
Well, the last New Year's before my ex left, he went out. Me and the kids pulled out the sofa bed in the living room to watch the ball drop. And I looked down, they're both asleep. It's like, okay, great. Watch the ball drop by myself. Cheers. But the kids and I have always done like a house thing, or sometimes it's just us. Sometimes before we moved out of the house, we had it was the last New Year's before we moved out of the house. We had like 19, 20 people. And that was pretty cool. Mostly LARP friends, but it was funny because one or two of them brought a whole bunch of booze over. And they didn't want to take it home with them, so they left it behind. And we had like a whole selection of things. I actually still have one of them. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Salted caramel vodka.
Okay.
Because I wanted salted caramel vodka.
Well, I like salted caramel, but I don't think I like vodka.
Not much taste of vodka. Smells good. I'd have to figure out something to mix it with.
Ooh, you can make you some kind of dessert and pour some of that in it.
One dessert my son makes that has booze in it, and I found out my aunt really likes it too, is Bananas Foster.
Yeah.
So last year before, it was just me and the other two here, and they go downstairs by themselves. So I was like, heck with it, I might as well be up here by myself.
Yeah, I think you did a live one year.
Yeah, I can't remember last year or the year before. It's like, what the heck? Might as well.
I did a live one year and did a burning bowl and told everybody to bring their paper and write down something. And
last year?
Might have been.
Yeah, that was last year or year before. So I haven't known you that long, and I remember you doing it.
We met in 23. We met it towards the middle of 20. Was it 23? I was supposed to go on my cruise in 23 and that got canceled. So we met probably late summer.
It was
Oh,
summer of 23,
yeah.
and then your cruise was 2024.
Yeah. It should have been 23, but it got changed. So I said, that's fine.
Yep. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
Especially with cruises. Things change.
Yeah. I've been watching all these cruisers, and they're a lot of our group that we hang out with. Everybody's going on a cruise in October, September, October, November. I guess this is a peak season for the retired people.
Well,
No kids.
well, the kids are back in school now. A lot of kids are back in school. Although some of them I was watching one of the channels I watch. The kids get a fall break, like next week or something. But like next week is a short week around here. I would say if anybody was cruising from here, wanted to cruise, they would go like Thursday, Friday, miss a couple days there, and come back. Something that comes back like Monday or Tuesday, and not miss too many work days or school days. But
Yeah.
I will be going stateside in the day before Thanksgiving. And then we fly out on the Friday out of Detroit. Flying from Detroit to Nashville and then Nashville to Miami. Well, that'll be interesting. Won't be my first time in Tennessee, but my first time in Nashville. I drove through Tennessee back when I was working as a nanny, and we went to Daytona Beach. We drove through Tennessee.
I've been through Nashville.
I seen Nashville flying home when we came back from your cruise.
Right.
Because we were lucky enough, we sort of got upgraded. We were right up behind what would be kind of first class on the plane we're on. It's not a fancy first class, but the people up above the divider there was 2 seats and 2 seats, and they had bigger seats and more space. But we were right behind the divider, so it was like, and it wasn't a full flight, so we ended up Steve and I in one row, and B moved back. She didn't like the divider in front of her, and I don't blame her, but I was just watching on the little screen. So we didn't have that going down, but coming back had the little video screen. You can watch movies and stuff. And coming back, had the one you could switch over the channel to see which where the plane was. So, and I'm looking out the window, and it's dark because we didn't take off till like almost 10 o'clock at night. And I'm looking out, it's dark. And I'm looking out, and it's like, wow, that's a lot of lights over there. I wonder what that is. And I look up on the little screen thing. I was like, oh, that's Nashville. That's a lot of lights. Then there's all little lights here and little lights there, and different pockets of that. And then we could tell when we were dropping down and coming into Detroit. And then stopping in Nashville, going down, stopping in Chicago, coming back. I haven't been to Illinois, so that's a new one on my list. I'll be able to scratch that off my my calendar. My former daughter-in-law gave me. Got a little scratch off. So I'll be able to scratch off Illinois.
I've been to Illinois. I've been to Illinois.
I haven't.
Passing through on a church bus. I think we even stopped and ate lunch there before we were going.
Because when we went out west, I drove from Michigan up into the Upper Peninsula and across Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, and Montana. So I've been there, but I haven't been. And then everything down, was it I-75 that goes down to Florida? I believe it is.
Yeah, 75 to Florida.
Yeah, that goes through Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia. We did stop in Atlanta for the night back then, but that's 30. How old are the twins this year? What year were they born in? They were born in 88, so there's brain. Hard to believe they're in their 30s. Because they were 3 at the time. We drove in a van. We had 2 vehicles. The lady I worked for, I'd known her since I was younger. Her and I, and the twins. And I don't know if we had her other 2 boys, and then her mom, her sister-in-law. No, her mom, her sister, and her 2 kids were in the other vehicle, but we ended up changing back and forth between kids and stuff. But it was a good trip. We drove all the way from here to Atlanta the first day.
That's a long drive.
That is a long drive because we left at 4 or 5 in the morning. And then we stopped in Bowling Green, Ohio for breakfast. That is a noisy fly.
Yeah, I've got 2 of them flying around. I can't get them.
And we
I'm doing good, cruising scene. Hey, Sharon.
stopped at some kind of outlet store around lunchtime. I think we had packed sandwiches or something, or I don't know, or we had snacks. I can't remember what we did at lunch. And then we picked up, I don't know if we picked up some kind of burgers or something, or pizza. I can't remember when we stopped in Atlanta. I have no idea where we stayed overnight, some hotel. Got up the next morning and drove the rest of the way to Daytona Beach. It was a long day that first day, but each car had 2 drivers, so we could switch off. So I did drive through the mountains. I remember driving through the mountains in Tennessee area, but I couldn't even tell you what towns or cities or whatever. If I had a good vehicle, I wouldn't mind driving down. I would drive down to Florida if I had a good vehicle and spending money at the time, because I know you have to spend on gas.
But would you get up at 5 in the morning and stop in Atlanta, or would you stop before you got? That's a long way.
Well, when we drove out west, my 2 kids and I, we left the first morning at 7 a.m. in the morning. I was like, I'm not leaving it before that. Like, I want daylight. And we drove across the river, and then we drove up. We got across the Mackinac Bridge just into the Upper Peninsula, and there was a place called St. Ignace, and there was a park there, or picnic area there, and you could actually sat there and you could actually see the Mackinac Bridge, and that's where we had lunch. And we did stop once we got across. I don't think it was at 7 o'clock in the morning, so it must have been somewhere between point A and point B. We stopped at a grocery store and picked up, because we're not allowed to bring meat and cheese and stuff like that across, so we picked up that kind of grocery at a Walmart along the way. So when we stopped for lunch, we had, I don't know, I think I had bought like the crescent rolls or croissants, and then we just had meat and cheese and whatever and pickles and some snacks, and then we drove to just on the Michigan-Wisconsin border. There's in Ironwood. We stopped there at a hotel for the night, and then got up the next day, and we drove through Wisconsin and Minnesota. And then I got tired of driving in the States. I'm like, we're going up into Canada. We went up just outside of Winnipeg, Manitoba, and there was a little town outside Winnipeg called Brandon. We stayed there the next night, and then we drove from Brandon right through Saskatchewan into Alberta for the next night. And then a lot of my pictures are that last day before we got to my mom's. The Athabasca Falls and the mountains in Banff and stuff like that. I wish I could take more time going out. Coming home, we took even less time. We just wanted to get home. Like drove like straight 12 hours every day. But oh well. It was a good trip.
Road trips can be fun.
We really don't have it. Well, I think my longest road trip since then is I met up with V and Steve, and we went up to Huntsville. That was 3 years ago. That was a 7-hour drive. It was a good trip too. Just got away for a long weekend and stayed in an Airbnb. Seen some sights. I wanted to go up the Dorchester Tower. Yeah, I got up to the second level of stairs there. It was like, yeah, no, I'm scared of heights. I'm not going any higher.
How many flights would you have went up? 10?
I went up 2 flights.
You went up to how far?
Which was maybe 30 feet off the ground. This was an old like fire or the
fire tower thing, yeah.
Where your forest fire guys would go up in the top thing there and watch out for forest fires. I think it's 100 and something feet or 100 feet tall. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going up there.
I would give up after the first or second one too.
Yep. Well, and you could see between the stair treads because they were like the metal, great stair treads that you could see. Even I think don't look down, just look straight ahead. And they even got up to the second flight, and I was like, yeah, no, I know I'm too high off the ground. If I'd been in something like I've gone up the CN Tower, no problem. I can go up there, stand in the thing and look down. Okay, no problem. Or look out across Toronto, no problem. But something where it's outside and I'm climbing and it's like, I don't feel safe. I feel like I could fall. But it was an experience. I wouldn't mind doing road trips if I had a comfy vehicle, money for gas, or if I had the vehicle built out with a bed and stuff, like a van built out with a bed. I wish I still had my van. I kicked my butt. Got rid of the van, bought the newer Equinox, and then that thing died just after the warranty ran out. I was like, should have kept the van. I could have built out a bed in it like Mobang did in his and had something to travel around in. Pull off when I want to sleep.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are going to making their own little vans, and they don't pay a penny to park anywhere because they go into the Walmart parking lots, or there's an app you can go into, and some wineries will let you pull into their parking lot. And what they do for showers is they go into the truck stop showers, or they go into the YMCA's, or they go into a fitness center and just pay the $2 or $3 to get in for, and go use the showers.
It depends, yeah. Hey, Troy, how you doing?
Hey, Troy.
Yeah, there's a lot of them will get like a was it Anytime Fitness membership, just so they can go in and work out if they want to, but a lot of them just use the showers. Or there are places who like truck stops and stuff. You pay a few dollars and go in and have a shower. Or some of them have had the thing. You put it in the water, you put it in a creek or whatever, and it sucks up the water, and you hatch it to a propane tank, and it heats up water, and you can have an outdoor shower.
Yeah. They have a little filter thing on it and they just use it and go.
Yeah. I know Chrome from Van City Van Life has one. Another channel I used to follow. It's no longer Van Lifer, the No Mock Experience. He had one. Just pull off into some creek somewhere and nothing around. And if you want to be more discreet, you can put a shower curtain across the back of your van doors and cover yourself up for a shower. But I don't know. I like to travel. I should take a few more stickers. Now that you made me think of that, there'll be some stickers with Chris and Liz, and they can add them to their giveaways. I also need to get Scott's address, because I got send him some too. And one of these days. Or I'll take something down and give it to Chris and Liz if I don't see Scott. Give it to Chris and Liz. Here, pass this on. Or send it out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm planning I do have a plan. If I can find the Christmas cards. I don't know if I have any from last year. Watching the dollar store for a Christmas card, so I want to get them done. So when I go across to go on the cruise, I'm going to go to the post office and send cards from there. I sent 2 cards when we were in Michigan, and it was $1.49 US to send 2. It cost me $1.50 here to send 1. So it's cheaper for me to send it there. So I'm going to be sending my Christmas cards out when I go over for the cruise.
Yep. If you've got to mail anybody anything, just wait till you go over the line
Yep. Oh, it was
and just say, I need a UPS store or or closest mailbox, post office.
Well, I never thought of it. Like somebody wanted to send something to me. It's like you could send it to my cousin or her husband over across the border there, and I could go across and get. Never thought of that before, because I know it's expensive for you guys to send stuff this way too.
Yeah.
Never even thought of that. Just let Mark know it's, hey, I'm expecting a package.
What, 20, 30 minutes over compared to
It depends on the traffic. My cousin will be home the end of October, so I'll be taking her home sometime the end of October.
Is she in Nunavut?
She's in Nunavut for, I think it's about 2 more weeks. 2 to 3 more weeks. Depending on the weather, too. Try to get out of there. Because they could plan for one day and then, get a snowstorm or fog or whatever. And but I think it's the last. Seemed to be what she originally said, somewhere around the 24th, 25th, 26th that she'd be leaving Nunavut. Then she'll probably stay in town here for a day or 2 when she gets back. So then I'll have to take her across. And then she has to come back across first week of November for a doctor's appointment. And then I'll be going the other way. It's going to be one of these, okay, I'm crossing the border many times. Did that when it took her in June, July? Went across for something, went across for that, went across again for something else, and then went across for the M25 meetup. It was like spend more time going across the border. Oh well,
Yep.
when I've gone across to pick her up, the one time it's like, where are you from, Sarnia? Where are you headed? Fort Gratiot. Purpose of your visit? Picking up my cousin. How long do you? Well, she's ready. I'll probably be on my way right back shortly. Like, I don't know.
An hour, you know.
Could be half an hour, could be 2 hours, depending on if she's ready or not.
Depends on if there's a good sale at the Aldi's.
Actually, we did. We went to Aldi's when we went across for M25.
Yeah.
One in Fort Gratiot. Didn't see any good deals on the Isle of Shame, but their Isle of Shame is very small.
Well, they had a couple of weeks ago. They had this dress I liked, but it was so long, and I don't sew or hem that I said I can't buy it.
Good
So,
night, Liz. Have a good night, Liz. Get some rest.
Good night, Liz.
I'm gonna wrap it up shortly, anyways. Get a haircut scheduled too before the.
Yeah, I was ironing on a shirt I bought online. My name, Veterans with Roxanne. Ironing on a shirt to take to TwitchCon Minecraft shirt, but it's not ironing on right. It won't stick, so I gotta heat the iron back up and try to get it to iron on.
Yeah, I'd like to get a T-shirt made for mine, but not yet.
Well, I just decided the guy use it at the mall. His is not that great, and I said, well, it didn't cost me like $5 a name online, and I got 4 of them, so it was $20-something, I believe. And I said, T-shirts $5. This was a $6 Minecraft shirt, so you know I said it may not stay on well, but his is $30, and I can do it a little cheaper.
I was hoping to find is like rather inexpensively, but I was looking to find a shirt with Journey on it, but the group band Journey on it, but there was some online. They were like they were like $11 or $14, but then you had to pay shipping. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll see if I can find one here.
Well, if you find one online and the shipping is cheaper in the U.S., tell your cousin I got a package coming.
I don't know if there's. We were gonna check out another store. I don't know. There's a Hot Topic. And we don't. One in Fort Gratiot. Is there? One in Fort
Walmart
Gratiot.
might have one.
Walmart had everything, but they have Rolling Stones. They have AC/DC. They had a bunch of other ones, both in the U.S. and the one here. But nothing with Bernie. There's a Hot Topic in Fort Gratiot. There's also one in London.
Right.
Maybe. Actually, I really don't need any more T-shirts. I try to downsize what I'm packing. I did this last 2 cruises. Pack like 3 months ahead of time, and then unpack, and then repack, and then unpack, and then take some more out.
That's me. I started packing for my TwitchCon, but I'm not through. But but if I had to leave tomorrow, I'd probably have enough in there. But I'm going to double check it.
Well, debating, like, I got those 2 dresses, and then I got that black dress that I wore the one night. But then I put weight back on it. It fits okay, but it's like, do I really want to take that one? I got clothes I can mix and match around.
Right. V sent me a thing where they only take was it 3 tops or 5
Yeah.
tops and 3 pants or something like that. I
those are
said,
the-
yeah, but when the older you get, sometimes you need more than 3 pairs of pants.
Does she want to wash something out by hand in the sink and the? I don't want paper laundry, so yeah, I'm just kind of looking. And I know I've taken more because I don't have a lot of shorts, so I'm taking like capri leggings. But I have some tops I can mix and match with those. I got tank tops I can wear with them, but I got a couple other shirts I can mix and match. Don't have to dress up for dinner, but I like changing out of my sweaty shorts and whatever I've worn all day and put something fresh on. I don't know.
Right.
Just kind of downsize some more.
Yeah, I did one bag when I went on my cruise in my backpack. I didn't have room to bring back a t-shirt. And I did buy a jacket at Disney. And I said, well, I can wear my jacket. And I barely had room to stuff my sweater back in that I'd carried. I said, well, I'm going to not carry on. I'm going to carry, I don't care if it costs me a little more. I want room for souvenirs when I'm going somewhere I've never been before.
And that too, I got an extra couple days I got to pack for clothes there because I don't want to have to wash anything. It's like, okay, I'm going to be in Michigan for 2 days before I go.
Oh,
Well, I'll be going over on the Wednesday, and we don't leave till the Friday morning. So I'm trying to, and I think when I'm flying down, I'm going to wear our cruise shirts from your cruise.
okay.
Because it's light. It's long sleeved. I can put my hoodie over top, and then it's light enough. Like we wore it on the cruise ship, and it was hot. So I can wear it till I at least get to the hotel, and then change out of it. And just leggings, but I have to throw an extra top in there for Thanksgiving
Yeah.
Day.
And you probably could use wherever you're staying for those 2 days as washing machine if you needed to.
I think I got to take 2 long sleeve tops, that one, and I have one that's got a little bit dressier. And then I got some t-shirts, tank tops, and I'm going, I don't need a whole lot of t-shirts because I know I'll end up buying a couple shirts while I'm gone. I always do.
Yeah. Then what is it? The day before you get off the cruise, 2 days before they have their big sale. Yeah.
I don't know on this one. I know on Carnival they usually the last sea day they have,
Next to the last sea day is when they start putting their sales on.
but I don't know. I don't know with NCL. 1 second, folks. Gotta pause it.
Yeah, but it's gonna be she's gonna have a great time. And packing is gonna be easier on me. I won't ruin my suitcase.
Now where am I gonna put that?
What you got?
Well, my son's girlfriend is doing decorating for Halloween.
Okay.
Gathering, and she has this beautiful print. It's a side view of kind of a witch out, but she puts it where my diamond dot picture.
Oh,
So she brought this up to me, and I'm like, now where am I putting this? I guess I'll put it
in front of your map for now.
Don't slide. Thought I had another rock thing. It's holding up my. I'll have to find something heavy to sit in front of it so it doesn't slide. I have a candle holder that's. Yeah, holding that. A candle holder there that's like granite. But it's holding that up, so I'll have to find something heavy duty to keep it from sliding. They were playing chess when I came home, so I just came upstairs because I didn't get home until after 6. But my my aunt's friend that she stayed with after the surgery brought over Chinese food for us for supper. So that was good. I got chatting, and then I was like, I don't want to leave. I can live stream it. So it was after 6 before I got home. So basically, come up here, turn on this, got ready. So, anyways, I think I'm going to cut it off here. We'll see you folks next week. It'll be a surprise, whatever I do for next week.
What is next week?
I don't know. It's post Thanksgiving.
Oh, next week is the 16th. And I'll be sitting in a hotel or either, I'm most likely this time of the night, unless I'm doing something with one of the Twitch conference that I might meet, I'll be in a hotel getting ready for the day tomorrow. I sent a letter to my cousin out there that lived, or a message, said, I've never met you, and I know you're my cousin. If you would like to meet, I'll be out in San Diego. She lives out that way somewhere. And so I didn't hear back from her. She doesn't really want to meet family. She was adopted out. But she's not rude when I talk to her online, when she posts all her stuff. She's an actor and, done Broadway before. But she just don't want to meet anybody in the family. Didn't want to meet her grandmother. She met her mom, met her dad, met her half sisters, but that's about it.
It's a challenge, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was a long time for me to make the decision to want to meet my birth mother.
Yeah.
I did go out and meet her.
Yeah.
I went out and met her. She came this way. Met her in 2011. She came this way in 2012. We went back out in 2013. And then didn't see her till she came this way in 2018 over Christmas. That's the last time I seen her in person. And now apparently she's in a lodge with, she was in hospital last I heard, but she lives in a lodge, and they're trying to get her into, my aunt's trying to get her into long-term care. So I don't know what's going on. I'm the oldest of 6 siblings. The one was born a year after me, was adopted by her parents and raised, and didn't know she was adopted, but didn't know who her birth mother was till a family wedding, and it wasn't a good scene after that. 4 other siblings, because of things that happened, they ended up being raised by their dad. That's a whole new other nightmare. I haven't made contact with 2 of them. And then a few years ago, I was contacted by my other brother. And the other sibling, nobody knows where she is. She disappeared in her teens. Nobody knows where she is, whether she's living or not. So the only one I want to really make contact with is my brother in Nova Scotia. And I should update him because I don't know whether he knows what's going on with Mom either, because I don't think I talked to my aunt. She doesn't have his number. So she said I could give her number to him if she wanted to, but I haven't had a chance to sit down and message him. But I am the oldest of 6.
All right.
And haven't met any of them in person other than a messenger call, I think, to my oldest of the 2 brothers. 2 brothers, 3 sisters. And I was raised alone. Oh, well. I was spoiled rotten. No, I wasn't either. I had good opportunities that I may not have had. Anyways, long story. Don't need to hear my life story. I'm going to wrap it up. Have a good night. I will see you next week. Roxy could be traveling. Or will be traveling. Whether we see her or not, we'll see. You never know.
You might see me if I can get a good reception at the hotel. who knows what I'll be doing.
If we don't see you, have a good trip.
Yeah.
Enjoy your meetup and your TwitchCon and meet up with whoever. And we'll see y'all on the flip side. Bye.